Hi, welcome back to Knight's Home Farms. Today the temperature is still pretty high, but the humidity has gone way down. So I figured it was a great opportunity to get out here and work in the shade on the front landscaping. I have plants that have arrived about a week ago that I need to get stuck in the ground. What I plan on doing here first is raking. I'm going to rake up all of the excess debris. Then I'm going to put some compost rings around all of these trees, cover that with mulch, and then add soil in between. And I feel like I'm going to have about 3 beds between these 2 trees here that are in front of me, between the 2 trees across the way, and then between the 2 trees at the very end of the sidewalk. So let's get started. We're still in the process of finding treasures. It's an old sock. Go figure. So there, I think you can see pretty good that kind of the outline of what I was going for. I just used the leaves that I was raking up, kind of set an organic shape for a border. I like it. have compost around all 5 trees. Gonna spread that out a little bit and then go get some cedar mulch and put that around them. Hi, welcome back. As you can see, today's the next day. Yesterday my camera didn't last as long as I did, unfortunately, and I was trying to get as much done before dark as possible, so I just pushed through, got it all taken care of. What I did get done yesterday was I have the compost rings on all the trees with the mulch over all of that, and then I brought in dirt and I planted 2 patches of shade-loving plants. So let me see if I can point those out to you. There's a patch here and a patch there, and then I have some sporadic onesies around. So I brought in dirt for all of those, and then I put cedar mulch over everything that I had planted, but then I had to leave this and go tend to the vegetable garden. So today I'm out here to put the cedar mulch on the rest of it. So now we are at the wait and see what actually grows and comes up and what it looks like when it's mature. So let me give you a little closer look from our driveway. Here's the sidewalk that we put in, I think it was in February, where we found all the stones back in the back of our property. Brought them all up here, and then I basically encased them in gravel so they'd stay where they were. And this is what I've done over the past couple days. So in here, in this bed, and you can see where it's watered, so how big it is. There are lily of the valley, hostas, columbine, trinity plant, and astilbe. And then I also planted just kind of some singles. So there's a cinnamon fern there and an astilbe here. Or maybe it's the other way around. This is a cinnamon fern. There's an astilbe here, another astilbe there, a cinnamon fern back there, another astilbe, cinnamon fern. And then this bed is the same amount of flowers, the same layout as the one on the other side. So if all comes up, then we should have matching flower beds. This pot has my calla lilies in it that I've had for about 14 years. They haven't always been in this pot. This pot's new. This is what was in the broken pot that's now in front of the greenhouse. So, new pot last year when we moved to Texas. I got it all the way to Texas, and as I was taking it over the threshold out onto the balcony at my apartment, I dropped the pot off of the dolly and it broke. So we had to kind of do an emergency run to Home Depot, grab another pot and get it repotted before the roots dried out. But this year, just because I moved it out here and there wasn't anything else out here, I did add to it, which is something that I've done a few times. So in this bottom corner here, I put in a yellow calla lily, and I believe it's done already, but it'll come back every year. They come back, and you can see I've got my arm at shoulder height right here. It's a big plant. They come back every year, die back in the winter. I just leave them alone. I leave all of the foliage in there, let all the nutrients go back into the soil, and every year they come back up. Right now the ground is really hard out here, which is why I didn't try to do any weeding. We don't have that many weeds out here. There's a couple, over here, some grass over here, but the ground is so hard there's no way I would get the root, so I just left all of the weeds, and I'll take care of that after a good rain. The mulch also is not as thick as I would like it to be. I would like it to be as level, level with the border and the mulch or the compost rings. But I was dealing with the very tail end of a mulch load, so I spread it evenly, which meant kind of thinly. I'm not worried so much really about weeds growing up out here though, because I haven't done anything to this, and this is all I've got really. It's more for looks out here. So I think it looks really nice. A lot better than it did. Nice graceful curves to the bed. Now we have to close in the front porch with the lattice, and then here I would like to put some shrubbery. This one came back. It was kind of a volunteer. They cleared the first acre here before they put the house on, and this one grew back, so I left it. I don't know what it is, but I'll put a few more here kind of down into this dip, as it's really rocky, so if we let the grass grow, it's too difficult to try to mow right there. And it is still pretty shaded, so I could probably get away with some pretty good stuff there. As well as over here, I'd like to put in, maybe a few shrubs running this direction, just to kind of make this have a stop. But other than that, I think I'm done, except for when we get another mulch load, I'll put more mulch on this, and then we'll wait for the plants to grow. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up and how good they look. And like everything else, I'm sure I won't have 100% germination, but I can add to it every year. It's a lot better than it was. I'm very happy with it. It's coming along. Just like everything else, one little step at a time. So thanks for tuning in. It's been another great little project here at Knightshelm Farms. I appreciate you watching. If you like what you see here, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next week. Bye.